Well, let me just first say that I have 3 classes that I teach back here: graphic design and layout, commercial photography, and marketing. But focusing on the graphic design and layout course, we work with Adobe software, the premium suites, and that means that we focus on InDesign software, Photoshop, and Illustrator. We create designs for banners, backgrounds, posters. My students did personal calendars where they created the design and the background of each page and then put the days with it, and we bound them. We also are going to be doing cups and mouse pads for a project later on. They're also going to be creating a digital canvas and put a clock mounting on it so that we can print out the background, wrap it on canvas, and then put the clock with it. All right, my students should be knowledgeable of Photoshop and the Adobe software so that they could go into a print shop or they could go into a beginning graphic design position where they could start doing some of the manipulation with photographs or even start from scratch design in Illustrator. Some of the other careers that these classes could lead you into is photography, your own photography company, any kind of advertising, merchandising, marketing, design fields, TV, newspaper, and also entrepreneurship.
Go.
Are you looking for a class that can be hands-on and teach you job skills for later on in life? Do you like graphic design? Do you like communication? Do you just like to have fun in a class? Then you need to come down and join our class. Intro to Design, Communications, Yearbooks. We have all types of classes that are fun, and let me tell you, no homework. It's awesome.
So my name is Mrs. Kinsey, and interactive media is taught primarily for freshman students. Sometimes if they can't fit it into their schedule, then they have to take it later on. But some of the fun, it's a very cool class. Some of the fun things we do in there are we use a program called Audacity. We do several projects looking at sound. We blend music together. We create partner podcasts with one another. We add sound effects. And eventually, I would like to do something with the announcements. Another program that we use is called Power Director. We create music videos using Power Director. Sometimes we do pictures that have to move in with the beat. They create, they're able to use the 360 video cameras and maybe do some editing there. We have some very cool technology, including the 360 cameras. We have GoPros, and we have all kinds of accessories that you can use with the GoPros, so we're able to shoot footage that way. This year we got a brand new drone, and it's typically used for my advanced kids. We do things for the community, which is really cool. We'll go to different events and we'll fly the drone, and we'll have really neat footage from way up in the air looking down a bird's eye view. In my department, we utilize very cool technology that you're going to use hands-on, and always, it's a class where it's always hands-on. We generally never have homework because everything is done in the classroom. Everything that you use in my class, especially all of the Google tools that you'll learn in my class, you're going to utilize those for the 4 years that you're in high school. Some of the career interests that would go good with my class would be, for instance, being a news anchor or being a videographer. A couple of my students have gone on and they're working at WLFI right now.
A little bit about the criminal justice classes that we offer here at Delphi Community High School. There's 2 classes. One is the investigative class and one is the criminal justice. The particular class we're doing right here is criminal justice, where they're going to work with an understanding of what a policeman does on the street. The patrol car that you see that's marked, driving through your neighborhood, patrolling and handling calls as they come into the police department. That's this class. We do cuffing, we do baton use, we work with the rubber guns and understanding a little bit of when you can and cannot use lethal force, such as shooting a person, and kind of what patrol does. The other class is more investigative, and that's what a detective would do and what their life would consist of. And they would they produce scenarios, and then the other group will do the investigation in the scenarios to get to the completion on who committed the crime. And in that we talk a lot about fingerprinting, lifting fingerprints, and we do that type of work like a detective would do. So we get, and it's a lot of scenario based, getting up, moving around, and you get very close and personal with some of the other students here because we have to work closely together.
Hi, I'm Mr. Walker. I teach in the Ag department at Delphi High School, and I am in charge of teaching the Ag Powers and Structures courses 1 and 2, the welding classes, and also the landscaping here at Delphi. Our projects that we do in class range from small welding to as complicated as restoration of tractors. We do all of the landscaping on the school grounds, and we utilize our greenhouses throughout the year. Included in this instruction is the FFA. If you want to be involved in our FFA chapter, it is part of the classroom, and this is some of the things that we do during the year.
I'm Mr. Plank. I'm the ag teacher, one of 2 ag teachers here at Delphi. I teach the animal science portion. I also teach the advanced animal science, and then I also teach ag business management. The ag business management course allows you to see some side of it, economics and related to agriculture. You get a hands-on feel for both farm management, and we talk about production efficiencies and everything dealing with the economy and how agriculture fits in there. Additionally, animal science course, we learn everything from animal anatomy to digestive systems, and we actually get some hands-on work with animals, everything from growing fish, hatching eggs, feeding chickens, and other animal projects throughout the year. And that's a good class to get out, be able to work with live animals, get out of your seat, but also there's some classroom instruction involved with that. And then after animal science, that can prepare you for advanced animal science, which would then allow you to learn more about the cells and more of the specifics that help animals live and breathe, and just how animals work over time, how they've changed, and the overall systems that help not only humans but animals as well.
Hello, I am Mrs. Kahl. I teach health sciences here at Delphi High School, and I teach Introduction to Healthcare Systems, and that is an introductory class for college preparedness, really, with an emphasis on health care. We do talk about anatomy and systems of the body, but it is geared towards what you need to do for your high school career to prepare for health careers. And then I teach medical terminology, which is the language of medicine, and it seems like a foreign language, but once you've learned it, you understand what those doctors and nurses are saying. I teach health science too, which is also an introduction to healthcare, but these students actually go out and get to do job shadowing second semester, where they get to practice some of the skills that they've learned in class. We do learn how to suture, we learn how to do blood pressures, temperatures, pulse, things like that, start intravenous. They get to play with needles on an artificial arm, so it's not a real person. And then I have the Certified Nursing Assistant preparation. That is for the seniors who are looking to go into medicine, want to have a technical job that they can do to earn money for college or while in college. And they actually study in class and have 30 hours of preparation for that. Then they do 75 hours in the nursing home, learning and practicing how to actually do hands-on taking care of residents. So it is all geared towards healthcare, and I'm a registered nurse. So it can be anybody who wants to be a dentist, a doctor, a nurse, EMT, anything that would be health related.
So whenever you're ready.
My name is Mrs. Nethercutt, and I am part of the Family Consumer Science Department, and I teach 3 basic classes: Culinary Arts, Advanced Culinary Arts, and Child Development. So I'll talk a little bit about those classes. In our Culinary Arts class, you learn the basics of food fundamentals, so we do a lot of hands-on things. So you learn the basics from preparing cookies all the way to making giant gingerbread houses at the end of the semester. And then our advanced culinary arts class, we just build up on the skills that we learned from the original culinary class. So we start doing cakes, cake decorating, we do a little bit of catering, and then we even do some food art at the end of the semester. Child development, we take home the babies, so you get to experience what it's like to actually take home a baby for a weekend. And we do many other things of learning how to babysit, helping children, so those are kind of the classes that I teach.
Hi, I'm Miss Hamilton, and I teach planning for college and careers, intro to business, business management, and accounting. In my accounting class, what we primarily do is we look at financial records for businesses and how businesses run, how they have expenses and need to have sales and profits. I also teach Intro to Business, which is where we learn about running and starting businesses and becoming an entrepreneur. And we have activities as far as marketing and advertising. We're getting ready to look at the Super Bowl commercials that are coming up and seeing how companies rely on their ads to gain customers. And in the business management, we take what we've learned in Intro to Business and gather it further as far as looking at what managers need, what type of employees, how they lead an organization, and look at financial records to make sure that their businesses are profitable.